Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me this evening on the NWP call. My name is Rich Simmonds, one of the founder partners of NWP, and it is my honor to present the ecosystem to you. Just a friendly heads up, while I'm excited to share my personal experiences and what I do, please remember that NWP does not offer financial advice, and it's really important for partners to fully understand how your funds are being used and keep in mind that past performance is not a guarantee of future results. I dreamt of building a legacy, and for quite some time that really felt out of reach until I discovered NWP. There's always been a need and a desire for a true financial legacy, and that's what inspired the founding partners of NWP to create the partnership ecosystem. NWP is more than just an asset management company. They have community at heart and they understand your desires. Legacy building is complicated because of a lack of financial knowledge, and that's when you have money. And when you have a lack of financial means at the bottom, it becomes even more difficult. But NWP understands this, and they know the responsibility they have to help people from all walks of life. So they created this sustainable ecosystem, not just for you, but for your future generations too. At the heart of the system are the traders who work responsibly to generate a weekly profit for the partners. Yes, in NWP, you're a partner, not just a member. Everything NWP does is in your best interest and with your future in mind. Trading is very risky, so the first priority NWP had was to minimize those risks and to make sure that the system is totally reliable and would last in the long run. The core to the whole sustainability of the NWP system is transparency, and this transparency is shown through the 50-50 profit split on a weekly basis. And what this mandates is that the gross profits are split equally. Half goes to the partner with a portfolio, and they get their weekly return, and the remaining half is then allocated to the community, or what we call the business volume pool. This clear, continuous cycle fuels the weekly rewards and ensures the long-term sustainability of the entire NWP system. So what you see in your back office, in the little picture where it says last week's profit, and you'll see I've put a clip on the screen there for you, is actually the gross profit. So if you halve those profits, you'll get the percentage that's earned by the partners and the other 50%, which is earned by the business volume, and that's the 1.395 being the half of 2.79. And then we're looking at the first tier of the portfolios, the foundation portfolio. NWP secures its partners' capital, and NWP regards people's capital as completely sacred. Because of that, your deposit is never locked and you have full access to your capital whenever you need it. So, just like a savings account, or even better than a savings account, you could say. The other side of things is that the profits are always separated, and this gives a second level of security to the system because the capital is kept by the brokers, the profits are separated, and they sent to a third party payment gateway on a Saturday. So, this makes it completely and mathematically impossible for there to be money rotation within the system. Knowing that the traders have to get you those profits on a Saturday, and also that your capital has to be accessible at any time, they have to really be disciplined in the way that they trade. This keeps them accountable. They need to ensure that they close trades by the end of the week so that they can get those profits to you, because profits are never held with the capital. Because of this whole system of you having to withdraw your profits on a weekly basis, because if you don't withdraw them, they're not going to do anything. So it's almost forcing you to withdraw your profits, because why would you let money sit there that's not working? So, in other words, you want to take that money out and do something with it. And because of that, you are effectively an auditor on a weekly basis. And that's every single partner in the NWP system everyone has to withdraw their profits. So therefore, everyone is checking the health of the system. Previous businesses that you might have been involved with, where people keep asking each other, have you earned any money? Did you manage to withdraw that? Well, in the NWP system, that's just the way of life. It's not unusual. That's what everyone does on a weekly basis. Now, NWP offers you two primary ways to engage with them. And the first one is the NWP partner. And this is a person who registers a position. So when you've registered a position, you are considered a partner and you can then earn through the affiliate plan. The second part is the partner with a portfolio. So you are that partner, you've registered as when you open yourself a portfolio by depositing capital, you then become a partner with a portfolio and you will then earn through the various weekly profits and according to the tier that you're in. Portfolio participation works very much on a compounding effect. If you wanted to, you decide what you want to do. So profits are paid out to that external gateway on a weekly basis. You control the funds and you decide whether you want to redeposit and thus accelerate your journey. But it's completely up to you. There's no automated system. Now, there's three different ways to engage in the portfolio journey. And the first one is the foundation portfolios. Here you start with a deposit of just $10, and the monthly target is 5%. Your profits are paid to you weekly. So that you could say the total over 4 weeks would be 5% or more, which would be your monthly target that the traders are looking for. Then there's the growth portfolios. These begin at $10,000, and here the monthly target is 8%. Then there's the elite portfolios with deposit of 50,000 or more, and in my experience, this has consistently achieved the target of more than 10% monthly profit. So now all you need to do is just ask yourself which tier aligns to your current growth goal. How this all works, just to summarize some of the things that I've just said, you start with your deposit, you select a portfolio. Trading takes place from Monday to Friday. On a Saturday, those profits are separated from your capital. Capital remains with the brokers. The profits go to the third-party payment gateway, and you can then withdraw them. It's an instant withdrawal, provided you have a minimum of $5 at the gateway. This gets drawn directly to your crypto wallet, and then you control and decide what you want to do with it. When you're ready to start, please ask for this How to Start booklet. Just a note on check-in and starting. It's a seamless digital onboarding process using cryptocurrency. You can use USDT on the Ethereum network. That's the ERC20 USDT. Then there's BNB and USDT on the Binance network and Polygon USDT. Please, I just ask that you always check carefully that you're using the correct network. Make sure that you aren't just seeing Polygon or USDT. Always make sure which of the protocols you're using. And if you're unsure, please just ask. Any deposit made on a Monday, before midnight on a Monday, will get the profits for the week on a Saturday. When your deposit shows in your check-in wallet, it's simply you've made the deposit, but you would need to still open a portfolio. And when you open the portfolio, it will notice how much you have got there. So it'll automatically put you into the foundation, growth, or elite portfolios, depending on how much you've deposited at that stage. When you want to make a withdrawal, that comes to your checkout wallet. Your profits are automatically in your checkout wallet, and you can withdraw that, as I say, as long as you've got $5 or more, and it's a 5% fee. So just as an example, if you had $10 in your checkout wallet, 5% of that is 50 cents, and you would receive $9.50 in your crypto wallet. Withdrawing of capital can be done every Saturday and Sunday, and that's for the first time you withdraw the capital, it's a 0%, and after that, every time you withdraw capital, it's a 2% fee. So if you need support, the Girls are available at that number on WhatsApp chat. They're in Canada and they're very helpful. Support's also available via email. However, I would recommend the WhatsApp chat. The NWP's corporate offices and the company is registered in Turkey, and their offices are in the Trump Towers in Istanbul. Predominantly, the NWP system is a savings account. So if you're looking at an example of success, then structuring your success would be an option. And what you can do, and what I found, is that if you contribute the same amount every month for 22 months, after the 22 months, your profile would have built up sufficiently that you can actually be self-sustaining, and that you could then continuously, whatever you contributed on a monthly basis for 22 months, you'd be able to draw out, you'd be able to put it back, and then that would then mean that you wouldn't have to take anything out of your own pocket, and you would still be able to grow by that same consistent amount. Alternatively, that could become your passive income, a nice little side income for you. Or if you wanted to accelerate this process and not contribute necessarily for 22 months, but use the profits on a weekly basis to then put that back into as deposits into the system, you would speed that process up by 15 months. That just gives you an idea of something that you could do with the NWP system because of the structure and the weekly results that you're getting. To help you get started, there is a portfolio booster, and this is what happens here is the promotion is on until 31st of December. You put in $100, NWP will add $100, therefore giving you a $200 weekly earning power. So effectively, you're doubling your earnings on a weekly basis. This would also mean that you have accelerated your start. You're only allowed to take one booster per person. So, if you need more boosters, then have a look at your family members and you can look at boosters that way. The only difference between the booster and a normal portfolio, if you put $100 in there, you will earn off that $100. If it stays in your deposit, you will earn off that forever. Because the portfolio booster, the company has accelerated it for you, once you've earned a total of $200 from the booster, it falls away. That's the only difference, but it does accelerate your earnings. So what you would need to do then is use some of your profits and put that back into a normal portfolio so that you ensure that there is continuation of your portfolios. The next part and the way to look at the NWP system from another angle, and this is as an affiliate or a normal partner, when you join as a partner, you're entitled to all the benefits of the affiliate plan. Here, you don't even need a personal portfolio to be able to earn from the affiliate plan. That's what makes the NWP system extremely unique. There are 3 different ways to earn from the affiliate plan. And the first one is the weekly direct bonus. Then there's the weekly binary income and the weekly matching bonus. And additionally, there are promotions and rewards. Let's have a look at the first bonus, and that's the direct referral bonus. And what happens here is when your person makes a deposit, you're not getting paid on that, whatever deposit he made. Because if you were getting paid on that, that would be a complete Ponzi scheme. Then what happens here is because of the whole sustainability, the profit that is generated on a weekly basis, that is the actual product of the NWP system. So you are paid 15% of whatever your direct referral earns from the weekly profits, and you will continue to earn that as long as their deposit remains active. And you can have as many referrals as you want. There's no limit to that. What you'll see on the slide here is that when you open your back office, you've got a left referral link and a right referral link. That's because we have what's called a binary structure, binary meaning 2, and you would then put your referrals into either your left or right leg. If you're unsure about where to put your people, please ask your sponsor or the person who referred you to the NWP system, and they'll probably be able to give you some indication of where they might be building. Because when we look at the following bonus, and that's the binary bonus, here you will earn 15% on the matched business volume. So what you're trying to do on a weekly basis is to match or get your volumes equal on both legs, because although it's virtually impossible to get things equal, you are paid on that equal amount. Whatever the equal amount is in your legs, that'll be what you paid on. And sometimes that's referred to the lesser leg volume. You are paid 15% on whatever the business volume is in that lesser leg. The binary payouts are capped to $5,000 a week. However, spillover does count. So let's have a look at an example of how you would qualify for the binary income. In this case, we have Max. Max directly referred Joe, but he didn't refer Erica. Erica is what's considered as spillover. However, the business volume generated by Erica is still counted towards the binary income of Max. So it's important to note that there is no requirement to have a referral in each leg for the binary income in the NWP system. So if we look at that as another example, if we look here, this partner has only introduced the red person in the picture. All the green people on the left, were direct referrals or team that was built because of the involvement of the red person. And all people on the right-hand side, in the right leg, were people that are spillover or a consequence of that spillover. And because of that spillover on the right and the person that he introduced on the left and who's started to refer other people, this person has got volume in both sides. The NWP system simply looks, is there volume on your left leg? Is there volume on your right leg? And if there is, you will earn that 15% binary bonus. The next is the matching bonus. Here you will earn from your direct referrals as soon as they start earning the binary. So level 1, you can have as many direct referrals as you want. When they start earning the binary, you'll earn 5% of whatever they've earned from the binary on a weekly basis. And then your level 2, that's the referral of the referral, you'll earn 5% from them. And then the third level, you'll earn 5% of whatever they earning on the binary. So those are the 3 main bonuses that are given on a weekly basis by the NWP system. And what you need to understand here is that you are building your reoccurring weekly income, because people will join the system, they'll open a portfolio, they'll earn on a weekly basis, and as they get happier and more comfortable with the system, so they'll increase their amounts, you'll then increase your earnings automatically. So everything you do is about building up a weekly reoccurring income for yourself, and becomes passive, a very nice long-term way of earning here. The next is those career and ambassador awards. Now, what these do is recognize your long-term commitment and your leadership, and they're all based on your binary earnings. All the rewards calculate your binary earning from the time you started earning the binary. So when you've earned that first 50 cents from the binary or whatever you earned, that's accumulating on a weekly basis. And as you reach the milestones, you will receive the rewards. The rewards include luxury watches, cars, and even a villa at the end of the day. So it's just something to work for. There are other short-term rewards that are announced from time to time. But in summary, NWP offers you a pathway to the legacy that I spoke about earlier. It's backed by this verifiable, transparent, secure structure and delivered through tangible professional asset management services, portfolios, and the affiliate plan. So I invite you to join us as a partner in this journey with NWP. And remember that every great journey starts with a small step. That is my presentation for this evening. Are there any questions?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Solomon. How are you this evening?
I'm fine, sir. How's work, sir?
Wonderful.
I did not get it well for the binary, the PV, the pairing of the.
If I maybe can answer you so long until Rich gets on board again. Solomon, how it works, you have volume on your left side and volume on your right side. So they take the volume of everything in trade in that leg into consideration. Then you will remember the traders trade 50% will go to your trading profit for your investment, your deposit, and 50% goes to the network. So you will earn that 50% of what goes to your network in that leg. So whatever all your people in your weaker leg are earning, you will earn 15% of that in total. I hope that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense. I understand it now.
Great. It seems to me Rich might be back. Rich, are you there?
Yes, I'm back. Thank you, George, for that explanation. My internet just dropped, and so thanks for taking over there. I really appreciate it.
Yes, I understand it. That is the volume of the weekly earnings. Is that so? I said, is it the volume of the weekly earnings of my team left and right?
So the volume of the weekly earnings, you on the binary, you'll get 15% of whatever that volume is for the week.
I wanted to ask the earning of the matching bonus. Where does it end? Is it till the end of the generations? At which generation does it end?
So the first level that you earn matching bonus on, if you've got a direct referral, you will earn the matching bonus on your direct referral. Then when your referral has his referrals, you will earn the matching bonus on whoever's his referrals. When they earn the binary, you'll earn 5% of whatever they've earned from the binary. And then on the third level, so that's the referral of your referral's referral, three levels down, when they earn the binary, you'll also earn the binary 5% of whatever they've earned.
Okay, that's a good answer. I believe we can work on that and see how we go help us for the affiliate marketing in Nigeria. I believe when we do the business, one time you can come down to Nigeria, because we are going to move the business. As long as the business is going to stay, we are going to move the business because we are fully networkers, which we can do. We have done many online affiliate marketing like this before. You know one thing, in 1-2 years they will just close and run away with people's money. But with this one your own, I believe is something that is genuine, because if someone can take his capital back in weekend, it's a good one. Someone can take control of his capital, it's a good one. I believe, sir, we are going to drive the business in Nigeria by God's grace.
Absolutely, that's for sure. And the NWP also plans to open an office in Nigeria, I think by the first half of next year.
Okay, that's a good one.
If there's no other questions, then I will say good night and have a good evening further.